Yer. Welcome to the Fragrance Plug. I am your host, Maurice, your source for all things scent. This is episode 30. Let's get active, man. Let's get active. As you make your way into the building, make sure you smash that like button for me. Give me a 1 if the audio is good. If you can hear me on the audio, please give me a 1 down in the chat. We about to get active. I need to know what y'all send of the days are, so make sure y'all drop those send of the days down in the chat. I'm checking and making sure everything is good on the live stream. And we gonna get active, man. Hope y'all been having a great day, man. Today I rocked out with Latapa Winners Trophy Silver. That was my send of the day. So yeah, it was nice, man. It was nice. Out and about, got a little bit done. It was a good day. It was a good day for sure. Ones, I see ya. Okay, bet. I appreciate that, Will. I appreciate that, Young Flex. I see ya. If that music is too loud, let me know. I'm trying to do something new. I'm trying to do something new. We rocking with, is it cat anymore or not? What's the cat? What happened with that, man? I don't know what's going on with that. Let me know what's up. Gems, I see you down in the chat again. I see you, fam. What up, D4G? I see you, man. Much love, my guy. Much love, my guy. I appreciate you. Will, I see you down there in the chat. I appreciate everybody down in the chat. We got a nice show today, man. Today we got a daily drop. We got like 5 new fragrances that we're going to talk about, including limited edition JPG, apparently. We got 5 new fragrances from NAZAR Fragrances that we will be discussing as well. So we're going to be tapping into that. We discussed one yesterday called King. Very nice fragrance. Very mass appealing type of DNA. Easily likable, fresh, green, woody. So yeah, it's a nice DNA for us. So that one was pretty nice. We are going to tap into 5 other ones, including the newest one, Oud Campaign, which is part of the Oiled Up impression. So we're going to be talking about that as well. Boom. What else we got? Combo of the week, because hey, y'all are loving the combo of the week. So I appreciate that. Like the love that y'all give on those combo of the week videos. I appreciate that. Comments go crazy on those. So thank y'all for everybody that supports. And then lastly, I got 3 fragrances that I would not buy again. I got 1 Latapa, 1 Mason Alhambra, and surprisingly, I got a Bulgari fragrance. So we're going to be tapping into that as well. Yeah, we're going to be tapping into that as well. So I got a couple of them we're going to be talking about. Let's get into it. I'm trying to go ahead. Day 3, scent of the day, day 3, Desert Rain. I saw that day 3 has a discovery set. Think I might have to get it. They have 27, which is a clone of New York Nights. Walt talked about Zakat. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to look into it. One of the things I will say is that a lot of, especially like with some of these newer like clone and Middle Eastern companies that are popping up, I'm a little wary to buy from them. And I mainly say that just because I know a lot of them are about to get discontinued. Like Mason Alhambra is about to be out of there. It's about to be a lot of these under the umbrella companies of like these bigger houses like Latapa, Afnan, or Moth. Some of these are about to get knocked out the way because they all they doing is taking up room, making the same fragrances, putting them in a new bottle. So about to make some way for some new stuff. So I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been a little hesitant when it comes to trying new, especially clone houses. Affordable ones at that. Like if you're not already part of the big 3, the big 5, the ones that we already know about, it's kind of hard to see me wanting to dabble into that. But that's just me though. That's just me. Let's get it popping with the first topic. You know how we get this thing started. Hey, welcome to the Daily Drop. This is where you can find anything new that deals with fragrances. This is where we're going to be talking about it over here. Whether it's niche, indie, designer, affordable. If it's new, this is where we're going to talk about it. So first things first, as we can already see, we got a new Rayhan Divine that's going to be coming out. Now, I don't know if this is going to be men, women. I can tell you this right now. From the name, I would think that it would lean a little bit more feminine. But when you look at the note breakdown kind of gives us something that's a little bit unisex, I guess you could say. So in this one, in the opening, we have bergamot, ginger, and some leche. We also have peony, rose, and vanilla, while we have some chocolate and patchouli in the dry down. The scent of the scent of a new beginning, luxurious, unexpected, and a magical experience. Rayhan Divine is the story of who you are and who you are becoming. Rayhan Divine EDP is a captivating unisex fragrance that strikes the perfect balance between freshness, elegance, and indulgence. It opens with a vibrant burst of leche. I guess they spelled it wrong. Leche, bergamot, and ginger, creating a lively and refreshing introduction. The heart unfolds into a delicate floral blend of hold on. The heart unfolds into a delicate floral blend of peony and rose, softened by the smooth sweetness of vanilla. Finally, the fragrance settles into a rich and sensual base of chocolate, accord, and patchouli, leaving behind a warm and irresistible trail that lingers beautifully on the skin. I'm going to let you know right now, that sounds like a hit. And even though it says the name is Divine, after reading this, I think it's going to have a nice unisex appeal. Now, it still might be a little bit more on the sweet and on the floral aspect that we would like. But at the end of the day, I think this is going to be an absolute banger. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I would love to know y'all thoughts on this one. There's actually a few fragrances from that Rayhan brand that I need to get into. It's a couple of them. I'm a little behind on those right now. We got another one right here. Vince Camuto got two fragrances. One for men, one for ladies that's coming. Rosso. And then we have a more intense. Let's go over Rosso first. We got two new ones. Opening, we have bergamot, green apple, pink pepper, timber pepper, lavender, thyme, tonka bean, amber extreme, patchouli light, benzoin, oak moss, and vanilla. Rose by Vince Camuto is a new fragrance for men, fiery and striking with pink pepper, lavender oil, and vanilla bourbon. Rosso is for the man who leaves trails of passion in his wake. Now, I'm going to say this right now. This one sounds like it might be a banger, but I don't really have the most luck or the best luck when it comes to Vince Camuto fragrances. Now, if you're somebody who likes more very professional fragrance, like sometimes when I think of Vince Camuto, think of like John Barbados. You know what I'm saying? Think about those line of fragrances, and as good as they are, it still seems like those are much more so for like a certain demographic. Not look-wise, but professional-wise, because they're much more professional. Like, as much as I love Paco Rabanne don't have the most professional fragrances. I'm not going to hold you. Vince Camuto, to me, kind of leans into that professional setting with the John Barbados. So, for me, those fragrances kind of don't do the best just because, one, the smell isn't like, you know what I'm saying? The scent profile kind of doesn't captivate you right away. I like big body fragrances. So I like obnoxious fragrances. So I don't know. This one might not be bad. But then we got one for the ladies as well. A more intense, which this one has a lot more going on in it. Blackcurrant bud, bergamot, Clementine, passion fruit, pomegranate, orris, violet, freesia, muguet, vanilla, amber extreme, benzoin, oakwood, patchouli, strax. Damn, they got a lot of stuff in this one, man. I ain't gonna lie. This one, the ladies, the ladies one don't sound as good as the men's. I will say that at least the men's fragrance sounded like it was hitting on something. What up, Bezos? See you down in the chat, fam. I appreciate you. At least the men's fragrance sound like it's hitting on something. The women, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got a lot going on over there. Y'all got a lot going on. I don't know about that. Let's dip on over to the next. We got two more that I want to talk about. Most of these are really just collector's edition. I don't think that they changed much besides through this little torso or this little shirt, I guess you could say, over the top. But JPG has a collector's edition, the Lamel Elixir, for anybody that's curious. lavender mint, vanilla benzoin, honey tobacco, and tonka bean. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the same exact fragrance. But if you want that limited edition cap with the little scarf on top, hey, this is for my people. This is for my people. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I am kind of a fan when it comes to like the collector's edition. Not saying that because they change much, because they really don't change much. They really just put like this outfit on it. Like with Invictus Victory, I mean not Victory, with Invictus Collector's Edition. All they did was change the bottle. It's like a marble bottle, but it's still very much so the same fragrance. Very much so the same fragrance. So a lot of times when I don't want to reach for Invictus, my actual Invictus, I'll reach for that. Because it's literally the same profile. Literally the same profile. And you know, with them doing something like this for the men, you gotta have something for ladies. So the ladies, y'all also will be getting a collector's edition of Divine EDP. Same notes I want to say: bergamot, red berries, calypsone, lily, lang-a-lang, jasmine, whipped. I don't know what that is. What? Patchouli and musk. So yeah, hey, Basil, I'm right there with you, fam. I like the sweater on the bottle. I'm not even gonna hold you. Now, is it depending on the price? I ain't gonna lie, I don't like it that much to wear. You know, I don't like it that much. But I actually do like this sweater on the bottle. If it was the same price as Lamel Elixir, then I could see myself because I don't have a full bottle of Lamel Elixir. I only have a decant. So if I wanted to get a full bottle of Lamel Elixir, I would definitely go for this one because the top torso shirt is kind of nice. I'm not even gonna hold you. It is nice, man. It is nice, but I know sometimes it just gets a little extra when it comes to those collector's edition style fragrances. But let me know what y'all think down in the chat, man. Let me know which one of these fragrances you would pick up. I am eager to know your thoughts. Yeah, I'm right there with you, fam. Hey, that's it. If I had to get one, I'm going to go ahead and get this one right here because it's different. Still the same fragrance. I can rock out with that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's get into the live stream. Now, the reason why we're here, we got 5. Today we got 5. We had 6. So the reason why we're here is because we have 5 new fragrances. And all of them are going to be from NAZAR. I want to save Oud Campaign for last. I think that might be my favorite one. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. So we're going to save Oud Campaign for last. But while we here, let's go ahead and tap into it. You know what? We'll do Oud Campaign first. It don't even matter. We'll go ahead and do this one first. So let me see. All right. Now, for those who don't know, you have 2 different presentations. You have the 12 Jewels of NAZAR, which comes in this right here. Opens up like so, and then your fragrance sits in there. So we have the 12 Jewels of NAZAR, but then we also have our Old Up Impressions, which gets you 50%, I want to say, concentration. So extremely rich oil that you get with this right here. And even if you just open it up, I say this all the time, especially when it comes to like the oiled up presentation, look at the bubbles. Might not be able to see it as much, but then you shake it up and it just goes to show you like the quality and the concentration that you're getting. Like, look at that. If this was a Latapa, this is a Middle Eastern clone, something like that, it wouldn't have that much going on. But you got a lot going on when you tap into these. So let's grab a strip first and let's kind of see how this fragrance is coming out. Now, for those who already had this, let me know down in the chat, what are your thoughts? I'm expecting this for sure to be like an old dominant fragrance, but at the same time, who knows? So I really want to know y'all thoughts on what y'all think this one's going to be, how this one's going to come off. Or if you already have it, I definitely want to know your thoughts. But let's tap into it. No need to do... Oh, this one already sprayed. Hold on now. Hey, you know, you can kind of pick that up in the air, man. Hold on. You can pick that up in the air. Hold on. Damn, them crazy atomizers. All right. First fragrance of the day is Oud Campaign. Let's see. Okay, so right now it's like I'm getting spices for sure. It has like a slight sweet undertone about it as well. And of course you can get some oud. But I will say this, the oud that I'm getting is not in the same vein as like a clone, La Tapa, the Middle Eastern ones. Is not in that. This one's a lot more clean. I want to say this one might be like that. I don't want to say a westernized oud, but it's not the same oud that we're used to. This one's much more clean. Very clean in my personal opinion. And again, for some reason I'm picking up, damn, move this mic. I'm picking up like a slight, ooh, you know what? Now that you smell it, when you can get up on it and actually sit there for a second, it's actually more boozy than it is sweet. But that booziness, it does have like a slight undertone of like something vanillic or something sweet up underneath. But you got oud for sure. Got a little bit of a warm spice. It's not really too earthy right now. Like right now, I thought it would have been a little on earthy vein, especially because it has the oud. But no, this one is playing much more so on like a very clean oud that you get in this. Very inoffensive. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. I will say this. I'm hella curious to know how this one's gonna perform. I am very curious to know how this is gonna perform. Because even right now on strip, like it's there. I'm telling you right now, like when you smell it, like the first thing that you pick up is you get how clean this fragrance is. You get how rich the fragrance is. It's kind of throwing me off with how that oud is coming off though. That's one of the main things. Like if you're one of those people that don't like a Latafa oud or like a more Al Malik mood oud, this ain't that. This is very much so more one of the cleaner oud fragrances that I've gotten my nose on. Extremely inoffensive. And even with the spices that's mixing together, it's not overpowering at all. It's a very nice blend between everything that's going on in this fragrance. And right now, the only thing that I'm telling you, get the oud, you get a slight boozy undertone that kind of comes off slightly sweet, and then you get some spices. You get some spices like a fresh oud, exactly like a fresh oud, but without the citruses. You know what I'm saying? It's not leaning. I'm not picking up no bergamot, no lime, no lemon, nothing like that. So even though it is leaning in that oud sense, honestly, it's leaning in the oud sense to where this might be a year-round fragrance, fam. This might be a year-round fragrance. Like, especially right now, like I can already tell you, spring, fall, and winter, you will be good. Summer, I would have to see. Because it does have a certain softness. Like it's not extremely dark. You know what I'm saying? Even though it has a little bit of a density to it, it's not in the dark vein of things. So this one could be one that you could get away with, especially with it having oud. This could be one that you could get away with during the summer, but more so like maybe evening to nighttime. I can't see the hard day of summer when it's like 100 degrees out. I can't see this one being one just because I think it'll be too much. But just off first impression, oh yeah, this is nice. I'm liking it. And again, it's one of those to where it's very different from like typical oud or typical fragrances that we've gotten from the affordable side of things. This ain't that. This is not that. This is much more so a like a connoisseur type of fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who enjoys fragrances for the smell and how they make them feel, not the compliment factor and all this other stuff. This is nice. I'm rocking with this. Bezo. Yeah, man, this is nice. This one is nice. We're gonna switch on over because I got a few more to go into, and I don't want to spend all day on them. I'm gonna tap in. We're gonna do pie and cognac. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. We're gonna do pie and cognac because I really want to try that one. Let me set these up. Okay. So the oiled up impressions are 50 mLs. The oiled up impressions are 50 mLs. These right here that are in like the jewels of NAZAR, like these are all 30 mLs. Let me move this up over here. Yeah. These are all like 30 mLs. So you see the pie and cognac. And you just slide open like so. And then the fragrance is in there like this. And I will say, it does not come out like this shit is snug. So you don't have to worry about it like breaking or anything, shipping. Like you'll be good. You're gonna be good. Opens up like this. Very nice presentation. Surprisingly, like even though it was kind of simple, I haven't thrown down one of these away. I still got my boxes. I don't know why, but I still have them. Much better than what we've gotten before from others. So I like it. Let's tap into pie and cognac. Let's see how this one's coming out. Now look at one thing that I really wanted to point out is look at that juice color. Look at how rich that juice color looks, man. And this is extract. Now this one, I'm expecting this to be, this is going to be one that I'm thinking that's going to be heavy for my gourmand people out there. Got NAZAR on the cap as well. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be one that's going to be heavy for my gourmand people. But let's see. Now, when I think of pie and cognac, I'm definitely thinking of a fragrance that's boozy. But when I think of pie, especially when it comes to a fragrance, for some reason, I'm thinking like an apple cinnamon pie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really thinking of like a cherry pie or anything like that. Like I'm kind of thinking like a apple cinnamon pie. Let me know if I'm tripping. But that's kind of like the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear pie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making no sweet potato pie fragrance, so I know it ain't that. Ooh, nice. Hey, yo. Hey, I liked it. Now look. Definitely cinnamon. I'm letting you know right now. Cinnamon, it has a nice spice to it, but it also has that boozy side to it as well. But then again, you have this extremely sweet, mature, like gourmand effect, fam. It's some type of fruit that I'm getting, and it's almost coming like a collection of things. Because again, the only thing that I'm able to point out right now is the cinnamon for sure, and a slight boozy aspect of the fragrance. Outside of that, you can pick up slight undertones of sweetness, but it somewhat comes off like an apple, but then it also has like a slight, like a praline type of, like somewhat of a chocolatey type of mix underneath there. I like this, boy. It's way better than I was thinking. This is way better than I was thinking. This is an absolute beast. And again, the best part about this is right now is that even though it has a name like pie and cognac, you would think it would be kind of sweet. It's going to be boozy. But this fragrance is blended together very nice. Like it's a nice blend of the gourmand side as well as that boozy aspect, that masculine aspect. Now, this fragrance could very well be unisex. But for my fellas out there, I'm really talking to y'all when I say this is a fragrance that would be great for the upcoming season. Because it's already, you can pick it up that this is a cold weather fragrance. So this is going to be one of those fall, winter time fragrances. And this is going to be great for date night. We was talking about date night yesterday. Walt, me and the guys on the live stream yesterday. Yeah, this is one of them. Like, do something for two, some type of fragrance. That's kind of what this is. Like, this fragrance is blended together extremely nice. It has a lot of maturity to it. For a fragrance that's leaning gourmand and playing on, like, some of those sweet facets of things, it's actually very mature. It's not bad at all. This is beautiful. I do think that it is apple. Now, for some reason, I feel like I'm getting a slight, like a slight floral undertone. I can't tell for sure, but I can tell you right now, I know that it has a couple of fruits in there. It has a very nice blend of fruits going on with that. Pine cognac is really good, especially for the holidays. What are you trying now? Just got here. I am trying pie and cognac from NAZAR. Pie and cognac from NAZAR. I haven't bought a NAZAR fragrance. Might make my first purchase. Hopefully this goes good. Hey, let me know, man. Hey, we got a couple of them to go over. I will say the Masterpiece is a good one. That one, I think, it's either Masterpiece or I Am the Man. One of them kind of play on like a JPG Paradise Garden type of DNA. Beautiful. Beautiful to me, fam. Absolutely beautiful. I should have put my discount code down there. But this is nice. I'm liking pine cognac. Let's let this one sit for a second in transition. I kind of want to know how this fragrance is going to develop. I think that this one right now, just off the first impression, this one might be one of them ones. This one might be one of them ones because you got a very nice profile. You have a fragrance that can be used for a lot of situations, used in a lot of different occasions. And the only thing with the pie and cognac is this. I need that thing to perform. I need at least 6 hours. You know, if I get 6 hours, I'm straight. If I can get 6 hours out of that, yeah. Yeah, we in there. If I can get 6 hours out of that, we in there. All right, let's switch on over to the next one. And I think the next one is going to be Black Leopard. Black Leopard. This is one look. I think I've heard a little bit about this one. Now I'm expecting this fragrance to be like dark, masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like when with names like this right here, you kind of think that it's gonna be playing in a certain vein. So I'm expecting this one to have a lot of spice, maybe even some oud, maybe even some like earthy undertones. But I'm expecting it to be very like masculine, very earthy in a way. So Black Leopard, 30 ml, extracts. Let's tap into it. I had a rack store video I was supposed to drop today, and I forgot to make the damn thumbnail for it. That's why y'all didn't get that video today. I only dropped one video today. I'm kind of upset about that. All right, Black Leopard. Let's tap into it. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. Oh man, hey, you know, initially, Black Leopard is so nice, fam. It's not as dark as I was thinking. Now, it definitely has a little bit of spice, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of freshness. So you do have, I'm not gonna say fresh spicy, but yeah, I guess you can say fresh spicy. But this kind of reminds me of something though. This definitely reminds me of something, fam. I can't put my nose on it. Oh man, this is coming off like a designer. But which one? I can tell you right now, it has like a slight resins feel about it as well. But it's a lot of freshness, a lot of spice. You can almost maybe even some leather as well. So this fragrance has a lot going on. Not one of my, I don't want to say that this one's going to be like one of those, like the easiest fragrance to tap into. Because this one kind of smells like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I'm kind of leaning, like I'm trying to stay on this one. Pine cognac kind of got me taken back. The worst thing about this is I cannot put my finger on what this fragrance is coming off as, because this is definitely coming off like something that I've already pinpointed. But again, right now, just in the opening, it's spicy, pepper. You got a little bit of freshness, so you do have some type of like orange citrus. It's much more playing on the orange side of things. pepper. Definitely have some warm spice in there as well. Smoky. And I'm also getting, smoky. This isn't bad. I'm not going to hold you. With this one, I thought that it was going to be a little bit more like in a leather vein of things, in the oud vein of things. Because like with a name like Black Leopard, you would think that there would be more of something in there. It's just more of something. Right now, I'm missing something with this fragrance. But as a fragrance on its own, it is nice. It definitely is going to remind you of something that you already have in the collection. It might be a combination of something that I already have. I kind of want to look this one up because I need to see where this one's coming off like. Because right now in my head, I'm not able to pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that this is a nice fragrance. Not too strong, not too dark. This one has a nice balance between like something that would be. Oh, is this cooling? Hey, yo, this is something like getting like a cooling effect too. You know what? I don't want to say Dolce & Gabbana. But maybe like a Giorgio Armani. This is definitely giving me a feel of a designer fragrance. What's your favorite Azzaro fragrance? The most wanted EDP Intense. Yeah. That's the one I like the most out of yesterday. What I tried, that shit was so nice. The Parfum was a little bit too sweet. And the body on the Parfum. I hardly ever say this about a fragrance, but the body on the most wanted Parfum. They need to dial that shit down a little bit. Bro. That's crazy. But I do like it though. That's probably gonna be my next Azzaro fragrance that I do pick up. That's probably gonna be my next fragrance that I pick up. Yeah, King. That's probably gonna be the next one. This is nice. This one is it. One thing I will say about Black Leopard, now that we've experienced some, at least the opening, is much more mature. Much more mature, and out of all of them, this will probably be the one that will be like a year-round fragrance. Black Leopard has the ability to wear it during the spring and summer. It's gonna shine, especially in the opening. We're gonna have to wait and see how this one transitions and dries down, because right now I'm getting some incense in this. So I think that this fragrance might do a little bit more as we continue. Because right now I'm really thinking that this one's going to have like a nice woody side about itself as it's drying down. Because you can't pick up nothing really too sweet on this. It's not really too much of a sweetness. It's more of like earthy tones. It's more of like freshness. I almost thought it was leather, but it's more woody. So yeah. We're going to switch on over to the next one. But that one was nice. So I'm rocking with that. Let me move King to the side as well. I tried a Azzaro and EDP Intense just to see what everyone was talking about. And yeah, I've been missing out. Yeah, fam. You have been missing out, bro. It's nice. Max Shop got the Azzaro for like 60, $70. Can't go wrong with it. Oh, Max Shop. Oh, yeah. My guy Max. Yeah. They got some good prices over there, man. They got good prices. I like this Black Leopard. I like Black Leopard. It was coming off a little bit different than I was thinking. Gems, let me know down in the comments, fam. How long does your Black Leopard last? Let me know. If he says Max Shop, then he's talking about Dallas. They're talking about Dallas Perfume Wholesale. The owner's name is Max. So that's probably, I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about on that one. All right, E-Discount Perfumes is so underrated. E-Discount Perfumes is extremely underrated, especially if you want some designers. They had the designers for the low. I bought 1 Million Royal, the gold and red one, for like $50. It was a tester, but it was still $50 for 100 ml. All right, let's switch on over. The next one that we're going to tap into is going to be melanated. So let's get into this one. Again, same presentation. The 12 Jewels of NAZAR comes in this type of packaging, while the oiled up impressions comes in this type of packaging. 5 to 6 hours ain't bad. I'll take that. For this type of fragrance, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's cool. I can rock with that. Okay. Now the next one, again, the next one that we're going to tap into is going to be melanated. Another one from the 12 Jewels of NAZAR line. So the 12 Jewels of NAZAR, if I'm correct, I think the 12 Jewels is like the clone or the inspired by version, whereas the originals, that's like his own creation. I think the originals is his own creation. Yeah, DFW shop for sure. Not to mention it's the 3-4. Hey, you go down off of Harry Hines, man. They go down off of Harry Hines. So look, melanated. This is probably the darkest use I've ever got. Like truly dark, truly melanated. Like, bro, look at that. I don't even think my Oud for Glory look this dark. Tell a plug 5, they'll let you through every time. You gotta say the plug 5. Otherwise, they ain't gonna know. Now that's a brand new one. Ooh. Hey, fam. Hold up. Hold up, dog. Hold up, man. Hold on. Bro, is this Lafayette Street? Bro, is this Lafayette Street? Hey, yo, when initially I got that green profile extremely loud. I got that green profile that kind of comes off in like a Lafayette Street. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a little different. Hold on. I wasn't expecting that. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, this one's definitely different. This one's slightly different. I'm gonna have to let this one sit here for a little bit. Cause this one, it's not that it's harsh, but it's a lot going on. And I'm not really able to pick up too much outside of like a certain smoky aspect of the fragrance. Like initially in the first spray, I swear I thought this was like a Lafayette Street type of fragrance. But now that I'm up on it, it can't be, because it has a little bit more of a sweetness to it. It has a slight undertone of some sweetness to it, but it's like bright. You know what I'm saying? Almost spicy in a way, but this one's much more so gonna be in that fresh spicy. Like this isn't the earthy. This is gonna be like somewhere green and spicy. Oh, I like this one, but this one might be the most hardest one to explain. This one's probably gonna be the hardest one to, at least right now in the opening, because again, even when I initially smell this on the strip, I think of Lafayette. I'm going to the wrist. I'm gonna have to go to the wrist on this. Maybe I'll be able to get a little bit more information if I wrist it up a little bit. And then look at the oil, bro. Look how slick that look. Look at the oil. It shit just dripping. You know what I'm saying? Great quality, great concentration. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, so on wrist, on skin, it's a lot more warm. Still has that spice, but very warm. Very warm. Slight gourmandish cues, but I'm not picking up much right now. I'm gonna have to let this one sit for a little bit, fam. I'm gonna have to let this one sit here for a second, cause I can't really get to this one. Bo, what up, fam? Appreciate you for stopping by, my God. Always good to see you down in the chat, man. Always good to see you down in the chat. Yeah, man, I can't explain melanated. We gotta wait and see how this was transpires, cause this ain't like I'm not really picking up too much. Come on, fix this. I'm not really picking up too much. That's really helping me like understand the note breakdown of this fragrance. Like I'm not getting too much, fam. I'm getting some spice and that's it. I'm gonna have to let this one sit here. And I did this one. Melanated was the one that I did on skin and on tester strip. But I will say this, it's a nice fragrance. It's nice for when you smell it, but it's extremely hard to break down because part of me is thinking Lafayette Street, especially in the open. I'm thinking Bond number 9. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to press it. We'll see how this one transitions. We're not gonna put too much pressure on this one. And then lastly, before we go back and see how these fragrances transition, the last one that I'm eager to tap into is gonna be Royal Paradise. It's gonna be Royal Paradise. This is the last one, but this is the one I'm probably most eager to try because I think this is gonna have like of course that coconut, aquatic, fun. You know what I'm saying? Like based off the type of fragrances that I enjoy, I think this is gonna be one of them ones. I just don't need to smell like a Invictus. That's the only thing I need. I just don't need it to smell like Invictus. If it can stay away from that Invictus, we're gonna be good. All right, Royal Paradise opens up like so. You got the box right there. These are nice. These are nice. You got them stacked up over here. Royal Paradise. All right, let's tap into another one. 30 ml extrait de parfum. Woo. Hey, I like it. Hey, hold up now. When you hear Royal Paradise, boy. Hey man, this right here kind of give me like a Ventus Absolute Hashivat type of DNA. Pineapple, fruits, smoky, black currant, woody, dry. Yeah, man, this is coming off like a Ventus Absolute, a Ventus style fragrance. This is coming off. I have NAZAR Black Butter. Took me a while to appreciate it. I do like it now. And the thing, I think melanated might be the new version of black. I think that melanated is the new version of black butter. So if you have black butter, Bo, then you're talking, me and you, as far as like me smelling melanated and black butter, I think it's the same fragrance. So if that's the case, I appreciate you letting me know that, because right now I got a feeling that it might take me a little while to enjoy this fragrance, unlike some of the other ones. Like this one might take a while, but even on skin, bro, on skin, the only thing that's tripping me out on skin is that it's giving me like the Lafayette Street DNA wild card. Now this Royal Paradise is where it's at, fam. This Royal Paradise is where it's at. This one is where it's at. This one is where it's at. Royal Paradise is my most worn from NAZAR. There we go. Okay, so melanated is the new version. Okay, cool, bet. Going back to this Royal Paradise though, Royal Paradise is nice, but again, it's gonna be in that Aventus Absolute, Hashiba type of DNA. Now, the one thing I will say about it is this: there's one thing that's slightly different. Like, you still get the pineapple, you still get the blackcurrant, you still get the fruits, you get the vetiver, but there's one thing that's kind of distinguishably noticeable. Fuck, what am I even trying to say? That's noticeably different. Let me just say that. See, that's what happened when I try to use big ass words. I sound stupid and shit. Damn. Well, let's see. I'm gonna stick to the lakes and rivers that I'm used to. But yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Again, it's not as pineapple dominant as you would think too. So meaning it's not giving me anything that's extremely sweet. I'm getting much more so like a fruit-filled fragrance with some smoke, like the incense smoke. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and put Royal Paradise on the other wrist then. Yeah. Royal Paradise on the other wrist. Let's check this out. This is beautiful though. You know what? Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I'm kind of curious to... Does this kind of come off more like a Eros Energy type of fragrance? Now, Eros Energy kind of has that same DNA as in Aventus. It's just a lot more citrus dominant in the opening. This one is kind of giving me that same thing. This is kind of giving me that same thing. I'm glad I saved this one for the rest. Now, the one thing I will say about this fragrance, Royal Paradise, that's slightly different, is that when you really get into the fragrance, and this might be something that might showcase a little bit later, but when you really get into smelling the fragrance, not like the overall aura of it, because again, the aura of it is pineapple, is fruits, it's incense. It's pretty much it. But it has a slight undertone of like some spice. You know what I'm saying? Not much, because it's not taking away from the fragrance at all. It's still going to give you that fresh, woody type of fragrance. But it does have like a slight undertone of subtle cues of spice that you can pick up in this. I like it, man. And honestly, out of all of these, Royal Paradise is going to be the most mass appealing. Royal Paradise is going to be the most mass appealing fragrance. Like this one right here is going to be that one to where you can... Why does it look like that on the inside? Is that supposed to be a continent or something? Or maybe that's just the glue. I don't know. But beautiful fragrance for sure. Not melanated. Royal Paradise might be my favorite one so far that we tapped into. Royal Paradise might be my favorite one that we tapped into. Let's go back to Oud Campaign real quick. Gonna do a quick sniff on these, see how they went. Oh yeah. This is nice. Definitely. Oud Campaign definitely. Hold up. Oud Campaign definitely is in one of those. I'm gonna say it's like a John Barbados type of fragrance. Well, how inoffensive it is, how it's coming off. Oud spices. Not like a Oud for Glory type of Oud saffron spice combo. Nothing like that at all. This one, I can see Oud Campaign being a much more professional Oud fragrance. One that could be like a year-round type of fragrance. So, I'm liking this. Oud Campaign, I like that one. And Oud Campaign is nice. Again, the only thing I'm curious about with Oud Campaign is I'm curious to know how it's going to perform. Because I don't need any of these fragrances to be in that 3-4 hour range. I don't think that's acceptable for too many fragrances at all. I need it to still be at least 6. So Oud Campaign is not bad scent wise. I am curious to know how it's going to transition. The next one, let's go back to Pie and Cognac. Let's see how Pie and Cognac is coming. Now again, in opening the Pie and Cognac, it was boozy. It was warm, spicy. it was filled with fruits. Those are the three main things: fruits, spices, and a boozy undertone. Let's see how this is now. Pine cognac, where it's at. Pine cognac is where it's at, fam. This is nice. It's still maintaining that warm spice. It's still maintaining the fruits. But somewhere under there's like a creamy undertone that I'm getting. And it's also like a slight floral take that I'm getting as well. But that creamy aspect of the fragrance is really what's making it. Because at first the spices was kind of, it was like a slight spice. That cinnamon spice was kind of overtaking a lot of the fragrance. Whereas now it's a warm spice still, but it has a nice balance between the fruits and that boozy appeal. This is nice. Pine cognac is nice. And then for me, this one kind of got better as it started to make its way through that transitional point. I'm liking this. I'm liking pine cognac. What up, Sin Bubble? I see you down in the chat. What up, man? I should have, man. Come on, man. You know I ain't gonna let you down. Hold on, let me take this watch off. I ain't gonna let you down. Hold on, let me do this right here on this. Do a little bit. We're gonna let that one sit, cause yeah, I'm kind of curious to know how this one's gonna be as well. Hey, the one thing I can tell you about pine cognac on skin, a much more prominent apple. Like you can tell off rip, whereas on strip, it tastes like a fruit bowl almost, as far as like how it was mixing together with the cinnamon, that boozy appeal. On wrist though, no. On wrist, it's straight apple. Warm cinnamon apple pie vibes with a little booze. I like this, man. Hey, good luck, Will. Because I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to put too many on me. But that, yeah, I'm rocking with that. Let's tap into Black Leopard, and let's see how this one's coming out. Nah, hey, Gems. No lies told, fam. That pine cognac is an absolute beast on skin. Way better on skin. That was an accident. Black Leopard. Let's tap into Black Leopard. No, bro. No. Hell no. Nah. I got it. I finally got it. Hold on. Black Leopard is kind of giving me cues of 1 Million Cologne. Black Leopard is kind of giving me cues of 1 Million Cologne. Now, it's not in the opening. But as it starts to transition from that mid on down, yeah, this is reminding me of like a 1 Million Cologne type of fragrance. Now, the one thing I will say that's different about 1 Million Cologne and Black Leopard is 1 Million Cologne, that rose effect that you get in the mid as it starts to transition is a lot more prominent. You can pick it up easy. Whereas with Black Leopard, it's giving me that same smell, but this one's much more focused on like the shower gel cooling effect of the fragrance. This one is focused much more so on the shower gel cooling effect. Still has slight freshness, but I can tell you right now, clean vetiver base. Like Hermes clean on the vetiver base. But get it, now that I've smelt it for a second, I'm really thinking, I am very much so thinking a 1 Million Cologne. Not in the opening fully, but once you hit that transition and it starts to dry down, absolutely. What up, Plug? I was folding clothes in the other room when you started talking about melanated. Let me tell you, I got it. Been had it. I don't track no movement. Smells like perfumes. Or we're going to come back to that one. Wait, I think that might be the next one that we own anyway. I think Jim's plug just talked it up. Now all I can do is smell Lafayette Street, and I'm not. That's what I'm saying, fam. Like, all I can smell in Black Leopard is Lafayette Street, and it's kind of upsetting because not Black Leopard and Melanated. Black Leopard was actually nice. I'm starting to enjoy Black Leopard a little bit more now that I can actually understand. Melanated, bro, I'm not getting anything outside of a Bond number 9 Lafayette Street. If you have Game of Spades, Wild Card, it's the same thing, fam. I don't know. This ain't it. Not this ain't it as this is a bad fragrance. It's absolutely not. I'm just trying to figure out like where the name come from now. Besides the darkness of the oil that we get, because oil is absolutely crazy. But I was hoping it would mature into something more, but now all I smell is Lafayette Street. Power of suggestion. Bro, I'm telling you right now, fam. All I smell is Lafayette. All I smell is Lafayette, man. I don't really pick up too much outside of Lafayette Street. That green profile, that what is it? The cypress, the fig, very bright, fun. Like that, I ain't gonna hold you. This could be my favorite one. But that's because I'm a big fan of that Lafayette Street DNA. Big fan of it. It just works on my skin. I thought that like Paco Rabanne Invictus was the best one that worked on my skin. No. Wild Card is like that. Lafayette Street is like that. This right here, hey, I'm sorry. Melanated is like that. And the worst part is, again, I thought that this was going to be something like gourmandish. Something like that. I was not expecting Melanated to be a fragrance that would be like, I'm not going to say earthy, but just on a lot of a green appeal. Wasn't expecting that at all. Nah, fam, I haven't rated them yet. I just got them in. Nah, I just got them in. See, it's your 5th Lafayette clone. Bruh, see, come on, man. I already know how you feel. Yeah, man. All I'm getting is Lafayette on this one. Nice fragrance, though. I will say this. If you don't have Wild Card, depending on what you can pick this up for, and hope if it lasts on you. If you can get at least 7 hours with this, yeah. You in there. You got something that can compete with Wild Card. If it don't last a little bit long, Wild Card is like that. It ain't too many fragrances that do that. It ain't too many fragrances that does that same DNA and does it better than what they did. And then last but not least, let's tap back into Royal Paradise. This is the last one that we smelled. I really want to see what this one transitioned to. And we'll come back to all these a little bit later. Right now, I'm just trying to tap in and see first impressions, and then we'll transfer over. This is so nice. This got to be inspired by something, too. This has to be inspired by something. Because this fragrance is absolutely too clean. Again, even now, it's kind of reminding me of Collector's Edition, not Winner's Trophy Silver, Supremacy Collector's Edition, or Pre-Show. Doesn't have that same like mossy effect. And hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this right now, and I could be wrong. This kind of smells like it's a mix between Baccarat 540 and one other thing. I'm looking at Royal Paradise now that I'm smelling it more and it's drying down. This is a mixture of Baccarat 540 and something else. What that something else is, I'm not sure. But this has like the spice and like that somewhat candied sweetness that you get in a Baccarat type of fragrance. So this to me is still nice. Like if I had to say something, this is kind of coming off like Aventus meets Baccarat. More Aventus in the opening. Baccarat right now as it's starting to hit that mid, but it's still a good balance between the two. It's not to where one is overpowering the other. So yeah, I'm liking that. If you want Lafayette Street on the cheap, get Sculpt Tray. It's cheaper and lasts longer. I'm gonna have to. I don't know, man. I like my wild card. It's kind of hard for me to get another one. I like wild cards so much. That's not what I got from Black Butter. Oh, all good. I just tuned in a bit ago, so I was trying to get a feel for where in the review you were at. Thanks for clarifying. Oh, for sure, man. Too easy. I did not get Mango Tobacco, man. The original Black Butter was definitely not Lafayette Street. Hey, fam, I believe you. I'm just letting you know right now what this one's coming off as. This one is coming off straight Lafayette. Straight Lafayette Street. James, we're going to talk. Because I'm going to try to... we can go to the shop this week. If you're not busy this weekend. And I'll meet up with you. And I'll bring Melanated. And you bring yours. Because we'll talk. We'll talk for sure. We'll talk for sure. Okay, and then what was that one? Pie and cognac. Ooh, that pie and cognac. Ooh. Hey, let me know what y'all think down in the description, man. These are nice. These are nice. Every single one of these is nice. Again, some took a little bit more than others to kind of actually fully understand and break down. The main one that we're having, me and the chat, that we're trying to understand right now is we are trying to understand that mug, melanated, man. That melanated, because even on skin, I'm getting so much of that Lafayette, that Bond number 9 DNA, to where it's actually kind of insane. It's actually kind of insane. Black Leopard was extremely nice as well. Black Leopard just gives you a nice shower gel feel. Like extremely shower gel like. Yeah, that's kind of what that one is. We still got a few more segments, so we not done yet. We still got combo of the week. And then we also have 3 that I wouldn't buy again. I want to discuss 3 fragrances that I got that I'm just not the biggest fan of. Not saying that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'm just saying I wouldn't buy them again. Let me say that. I wouldn't buy them again. And I got to hurry up because we got football today too. So I got to hurry up before the game come on. I mean, it's just the damn Cardinals, but who cares, you know? All right, let's move these strips out the way. Okay, and I'm checking them side by side, and Lafayette is a little brighter, probably because of the oil concentration of melanated. Look, I'm just saying. It probably does smell brighter, but do you smell like, does it smell more so like a Bond number 9 than something else? Like, go look at the notes on those. Matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick. Let me see what the notes are on this. Which one was that? Melanated? Yeah. There we go. We're going to try this real quick. I'm kind of curious to know what the note breakdown is. Hey, that pine cognac was nice. Pine cognac was nice. Again, that one has that spice and that apple. That apple is the most prominent thing in that fragrance. So let's check this out, y'all. This is what it says for melanated, because we got to understand this. Embrace the beauty and power of melanin with melanated, a luxurious fragrance that honors depth and vitality. Formerly known as Black Butter, the sophisticated blend celebrates the richness of melanin with the irresistible mix of sweet, earthy, and resinous notes that invoke pride and confidence. I get the earthy, I don't get the sweet. And I get the resins, I don't get the sweet. I don't get the sweetness. The scent opens up with a luscious blend of buttery mango, vanilla bean, caramel, and blueberry, creating an inviting sweetness. That's what I'm saying. Like, I even get the spice, fam. I get the spice. And that's what's putting me in that vein of like a fresh spicy or that mix that you get from Lafayette Street. because I don't get the sweetness. That's what's really confusing me. Because they said it opens up with buttery mango, vanilla bean, caramel, and blueberry. You would think that with a mix like that, you would somewhat be able to at least dictate like the mango. You were able to pick up the caramel, maybe even the blueberry because of how unique it is. The heart features warm notes of burnt sugar, tonka bean, coffee, and whipped cream for a smooth, indulgent layer. A grounding base of sandalwood, patchouli, liqueur, and myrrh brings warmth and elegance, completing this tribute to the beauty of melanin. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Let me see what the results say. Scent is phenomenal. Somebody saying that they don't get the mango. Reminds me of body butter. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think. Gems, we're gonna have to meet up. And make that happen. Cause I need to see what your body butter fragrance smells like compared to the one that I got. So let's switch on over. I think I got 2 more topics and then we can get up out of here. Tomorrow we're going to be back. We will be tapping into the Michael Malone. So for those who don't know that's been sleeping under a rock, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got the bell notification set. Your boy picked up a Michael Malone Discovery set at TJ Maxx. This thing is absolutely crazy because this same fragrance set normally goes for like $100. Even online, it was like $80, $90. TJ Maxx has it in there for $30 right now. And you get 6 10 ml fragrances. Absolutely nice, fam. I ain't going to open it yet. But you got you a nice booklet. And then you got your 6 10 mls that sit in there like that. Hey, bro. This might be the best discovery set that I've picked up all year. Especially the one. If I'm just taking into consideration the rack stores, this one knocks it out of the park. Citizen Jack Absolute, Ocean Noir, Contort Black Tie, Amber plus Smoke, C plus Zypher, Zest plus Vetiver. I almost bought this damn thing. I almost bought 2 of these. Because when I went in there, I think they had 4 total. Especially when I see discovery sets, I try not to get selfish. Because if I would have bought 2 of these, I wouldn't even need to buy a bottle of now one of these. Because I would have more than enough juice to be good for a lifetime with how this collection's growing. But if y'all can, check your TJ Maxx, see if they got that Michael Malone Discovery set, because it's absolutely beast, in my personal opinion. And then another one, if you can find it, get that Azzaro Wanted Discovery set. This one has the EDP Intense, or the Most Wanted Intense, and this has the Parfum. $30, 3 10 mls. I would definitely advise keeping them in the box. Normally my decants, I try to throw them out, like not throw them out, but throw them in a box. These you want to keep in the box because these decants are so thin. I'm scared they might break while they're in there. So, hey, that Ocean Noir is so nice, fam. I want to try the Absolute joint. I'm eager to try that Citizen Jack Absolute. That's the one that I'm ready to get my nose on the most, personally. Can't spend too much time on these next 2 because I still got some content that I got to record for y'all as well. You know, I think we're gonna go ahead. Let's go into combo of the week. Now y'all know what it is when it comes to combo of the week. This is where we discuss the layering combination that either I come up with it myself or something that somebody else suggests from the comments. And this one is actually going to be a combo that I came up with myself, but I think that y'all are going to like this one. This was actually one of my first layering combinations that I've ever tried. I wish I could get the decant. But this is one of the first ones I've ever tried. And this is when I was learning how to layer. I actually had an atomizer that I bought from, I think I got that shit from Temu, man. A little small 5 ml atomizer. And I just sprayed some of these 2 fragrances in together, mixed them up. Oh my God. Now, let's get active. Both of these fragrances are under $20. If you get both of them together, it's like $26, $27. The first fragrance right now, and I don't know what it is with this fragrance. This is just one that I just keep reaching for when it comes to the layering. But it's easy and it's inoffensive and it's cheap. I keep telling y'all this. This fragrance was really like 14, 16 bucks. You're gonna take that Anna Abadai, that I Am White, that Jerjoff Herba Pure DNA, and for some reason it's just something that's just so blend worthy when it comes to that DNA. Because you gotta think about it like this. Herba Pure DNA, you get mostly pear melon musk. Pear melon musk. It don't take much. So you have to think about a fragrance like this. And when you think about this one, you got to kind of look at what it's offering. You know what I'm saying? It's giving you that pear melon musk. So you're getting some fruits. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a nice scent profile. Woody at the same time as it's drying down. Clean, inoffensive, but might be somewhat sweet to others, to some. This fragrance is extremely good for when you're trying to dial down some of that extreme harshness, the leather, the ouds, the saffrons, things like that. When you're trying to dial down some of that might be in the fragrance, I can't think of too many fragrances that would pair better with that than I Am White by Latapa. So the fragrance that we have today, the combination that we have today is going to be Ana Abada, I Am White, and we're doing this for the pear musk melon combination, but you're going to captivate that with a Tom Ford DNA. Ben Sherman signature. Now this is a rack store goat in my personal opinion. Not goat like the best, but like at the time when I found this 2 years ago, this was dope. I'm talking about if you wanted that ombre leather, that oud wood. I think it's oud wood. Woody, incense, resins, slightly spicy. That's what you get in this. But the main thing that you get in this is gonna be that oud and the spice. Now, beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion. Both of these two combined though is where you get a lot at. So in the opening of this, you're still gonna get, in the opening of this combination, you're mostly gonna get the pear and the melon. You get the musk, but you mostly get the pear and the melon in this one. Out of this fragrance right here, you get slight undertones because it does have a little bit of like a green profile underneath. So you do get more of the green aspects of this fragrance right here. But yeah, there we go. Oh my God. Well, I like this. And this one, this is the type of setup to where I say, I personally, I ain't gonna hold you. I prefer to mix this myself. Like, take that atomizer that I was telling y'all about, that travel decant that I was telling y'all about. 7 sprays, shake it up, and that's my fragrance. That's how I like to wear this one. This is so nice. So nice. Again, the pear and the melon is what's going to shine from the I Am White DNA, while still getting slight facets of green. Oh, shit. Something hit me. While getting facets of like green and oud on this one. Boy, I thought something just. So yeah, that's where this one's going to shine at in the opening. Now, once you start to hit the transition, that's where you really need this one to shine a lot more, because the oud, that leather sense just it pushes. Especially in the dry down. And it doesn't take long for that point to hit in the fragrance. About 20 minutes into it, 30 minutes into it, you're going to start noticing that it took a much more darker transition point. Not saying that it's bad. It's just leaning a little bit more on the darker aspect of the fragrance than the green aspect that you get in the opening. Once it dries down, that oud, that leather, those spices showcase, but then the musk still helps dial that down a lot on this side. So the musk is really what's going to help you in the transitional point where it might be too much of a masculine, earthy fragrance for you. But in the opening, this right here is going to be the one that's kicking. And this is going to be the one that lets you see, damn, like if this fragrance was very much so pear melon in the opening, with a type of woody or leather facet like this one has, you gonna shine. I got a backup about this one. That shit was so good, bruh. This fragrance was so good to me. Man, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. When I got this, and this was like $10, I think. I might still have a wrapper on this one. $10. So when I got my hands on this one, I knew that it was gonna be one that I could use for layering, try to find different combinations and things like that. But I want to know y'all thoughts. I want to know what y'all think about this one. My favorite layering combination is Coconut Lagoon 9 p.m. Rebel. Give it a try. What does Coconut Lagoon come by? I don't have that one. I don't have that one though, so I'm kind of curious to know how that one will come off. Let me know. Does the cognac stand out in pine cognac? Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It does. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. We're going to wrap this up. But again, combo of the week right here is going to be I Am White featuring Ben Sherman's signature. Again, if you want the herbal pure DNA mixed together with like a Tom Ford, oud wood, ombre leather type of DNA, can't go wrong with it. Look, I'm telling you, look, Henry know. $10 and it smells good. Can't go wrong. For this might be one of the best $10 fragrances you can buy. I'll put this $10 Ben Sherman signature fragrance against any $10 fragrance that somebody wants to point out. It gotta be $10 though. If you ain't got a receipt on it, if you don't have a stamp on it that say $10, I don't know if you valid. You might have talked to an employee or something. But like, this is beautiful, man. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. I would love to know what y'all think about this combination. For me, absolute hit. I might wear this tomorrow on the cool. This might be my scent of the day tomorrow. This might be my scent of the day. Let's go ahead and switch on over here. Last but not least, I got one other thing I want to do. Y'all know we do this every week. It's been a little crazy this week, so we missed out on a couple of things, but we made up for it. I want to point out 3 fragrances. Y'all know how we do. 3 on deck. I got 3 fragrances here that I want to talk about. And not say that they're bad, but these are 3 that I can't see myself buying again. Not every fragrance you have to buy again. These 3, I don't see that happening. But they are going to be good enough for me to enjoy while I still have them. So the first fragrance that I want to say is a good one, but I won't be buying this one again. Al Maliki from the Hayati line with Latafa. This is the first one. Now this fragrance, I don't care. This fragrance is still nice. Still nice, bro. That rhubarb smoke, the incense, this is still an absolute banger to me. And if you're looking to get that Paco Rabanne Phantom DNA, by all means, $20, you ain't gotta look no further. You will be good to go. This fragrance right here is absolutely beautiful to me. One of the reasons why I can't see myself buying it again is because, one, I still really do have the OG. And this one right here saved me from wearing the OG so much. It's like, damn, I'm really missing out on that. Now, is this a great clone for it? Yes. If you're somebody that wants to clone the Phantom, the original, you really can't go wrong with this. You're going to get that rhubarb smell. You're going to get that sour smell that the fragrance gives off. It also has a little bit of a smoky aspect to it too. So you got a lot of good things with this one. But honestly, it's not the fragrance itself that's making me not buy it again. It's another fragrance that kind of comes off like it that I never understood came off like it until somebody pointed it out to me. And then I was like, you know what? This kind of is a twist. This kind of is a twist more than anything. The fragrance that kind of knocked this one out the way, that kind of showcased more of a twist than an actual one-of-one clone. Because this one I look at more so as a one-of-one, a Phantom. The other one is more so like a clone or an inspiration of it. Shaheen Gold, fam. Shaheen Gold. And the reason why I say this one isn't a clone, because this one kind of still does the same thing, especially when it puts in like that sour aspect of things. But this one does pineapple. And it has pineapple as one of its main fruits. And you can actually pick it up and smell the difference between the pineapple in that one and Shaheen Gold compared to, I think it's just like a little bit of freshness that you get in this one. You get so much more rhubarb than anything with this one. So the first fragrance, 3 on deck that I wouldn't be buying again. The first one is going to be Al Maliki from the House of Latapa. The second one is going to be from Maison Alhambra. And it's going to be Skeptre Bronzonite. Now, this is going to be playing on that Bulgari Tiger DNA. Not a bad fragrance either. Especially if you want that Bulgari Tiger DNA, something different. Pressurized atomizer. You want something that's going to be different than what Tarati Blue is. Because Tarati Blue is absolutely amazing if you want that DNA. The only thing with Tarati Blue is it plays a little bit more on like a Middle Eastern Oriental spice. You have to enjoy that because that's really going to be one of the main factors in it compared to this one. This one still has that freshness up top, those slight citrus cues, that beautiful grapefruit, but it also has something that is hitting that soapy transition a lot more. That soapy transition to where you get a lot more of the soap appeal in this one, whereas in Tarati Blue, you get more of the spice. And I'm a fan of that Oriental spice in that one. What up, man? Tasting Sense. I see you down there, man. Much love, man. Much love. Now, the last fragrance, and then we're going to go back and re-talk about all of these, but the last fragrance on this list that I probably will not be buying again, and it's discontinued at that. Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. And there's a real reason as to why I wouldn't buy this one again. Not saying that it's a bad fragrance at all. You know, this fragrance kind of reminds me of I like that. Tarati Blue is a banger. You ain't lying, Henry. I'm already knowing. My thing with Aqua Atlantique is this right here. It's kind of doing the same thing to me that a Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, the original, or even a Aqua di Gio, the original. It kind of does those same thing on my skin. What I mean by that is, anytime I wear Aqua di Gio, the original, the old school joint, or the original Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, it always gives me this smell like I'm like a wet dog smell. Like, I swear, it just pisses me off so much. As beautiful as those fragrances are, and as much as I like smelling them on other people, they don't do me that same justice. Them fragrances do not do me that same justice. So for me, when it comes to these type of fragrances, like it's hard to enjoy that DNA when I know that I smell like a wet dog, but everybody else might think I'm smelling good, whatever the case may be. And honestly, I want to say it's the sea salt effect that these fragrances have in it. Because sometimes when I get too much of a salty aquatic on my skin, it does not work. It does not work. This one, somewhat salty in a way. While it's mixing with that aquatic, it just doesn't work on my skin, fam. It doesn't work on my skin. Like, this one might be on the trade block as well. I ain't even gonna hold you. This one in Givenchy Play Intense. These things might be on the trade block, fam. And crazy part is both of them are discontinued. But for me, this one is still a great fragrance. It just does. I found another one that does what this does a little bit more enjoyable in my eyes. This one, I like it. But when you compare it to some of the other ones, the Tarati Blue, even the Pisa from Latapa Pride line, this one is probably the best one to me and the easiest one to wear. $50 fragrance, so this one ain't BOB safe, but you get 100 ml of juice, clean DNA, very nice. And this might have the best grapefruit out of all of them. I'm a big fan of Piso. So for me, that's what kind of takes the place of this Maison Alhambra. The Bronzonite one, like this one is still a nice fragrance, but once you get into 2 or 3 of the same scents, it's like, all right, cool, I'm about to take this one. I'm gonna take the one I like more. So now, excuse me. So now as I run through this one, I'm gonna be looking towards my pizza a little bit more. I'm gonna be looking towards Tarati Blue a little bit more, because now I have the DNA that I like, and now I can actually enjoy those instead of feeling like I'm trying to make room for something else. Some shit smell better than the air than it does on skin. Light blue for sure. That's just me, fam. Light blue does not work on me. Now, light blue forever with the grapefruit, that realistic grapefruit, that tartness. Come on, man. Yeah, let me get that shit. Let me get that on me. But when it comes to like the OG light blue, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments though. I want to know, what do you think about these 2 fragrances? Do you have them in your collection? If you do, would you buy them again? I would love to know your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, that way you can be updated whenever this content drops. There we go. There we go, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the bottom, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the chat. W stream, L stream. What y'all want to talk about next time? Again, we probably will have a... Ain't no problem. Oh, I don't know. I might do a live stream tomorrow. I'm thinking about the time that I go into work and the time that I get off of work. And we know it's Fat Boy Friday tomorrow, so Walt gonna be streaming. I don't know. We might see. Depending on what time Walt go, I might go later. I might go early. It just depends on when I get home from work. But definitely let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment. I appreciate everybody that tapped into the live stream. I appreciate everybody that tapped in. It's all love over here. It's all love over here. All love over here. If you haven't seen the new videos, go check out that Scarlet by Veneno. I just dropped that one on the channel today. French Avenue review. Man, I feel like I need to. Man, I should go through and show y'all some of this. I ain't gonna do it. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. We about to get up out of here, man. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Don't let nobody take you off your square. And yeah, we out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great day, man. See y'all tomorrow.